Welcome back to this month's edition of the Monthly Market Update, brought to you by MHQ Mortgage Headquarters, fastest closings in town. Today, we are joined by Mayor Ridgley, the newly elected mayor here in the city of Lake Ozark. We're going to be touring this gorgeous home behind me, 705 Regency Cove. We're going to talk monthly market stats, all that and more. Let's get to it. All right, and as promised, the newly elected mayor of Lake Ozark, Mayor David Ridgley. So let's clap.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting the trust in me. So I know several people voted for me. So anyway, just appreciate that and appreciate you having me on.
I don't know about the viewers, but I certainly would like to know just a little bit more about you. You know, where'd you come from? How'd you end up at the lake? And let's hear your story.
Well, I grew up in northeast Missouri, up by Cahokia, Missouri. Like a lot of the people down here, I came down, our family came down all the time, and we were at the lake. You know, back in the days when you would pull a boat up to the shore and you'd find the rope swing, and that, you know, there were no houses around and you'd have fun doing that. So we've been coming here for years, since the 70s. And I went to Mizzou in 81 and graduated there at 85 with a business management degree. While I was there, I was working as well, paid my way through school, so I was working 8 hours a day. So I've always grown up just working and being involved with different things.
Okay.
So I bought in northern Missouri up by Macon. I came out of college, Mizzou, and had an opportunity to go to a large corporation. Decided I want to do something for myself, so bought an insurance agency up in Macon, Missouri. Did insurance and real estate, Shelbina. Grew that into several locations and sold that. So bought a software company. We did rewards programs back in 2010, had 30-some people working from home before you were working from home, you know, before everybody did that.
Yeah. And
grew that up and then sold that in 2020 to a company called GiveX, about an $80 million company, and then they turned around and sold it to Shift4 not that long ago. Wow. So I retired for a couple years and decided I was gonna start something fun. So my wife and I started the chocolate popcorn shop by the roundabouts on W.
Yes.
And so we have a lot of folks that come in there. And then the company that I sold to, they came back and asked me to go back into sales with them.
Oh my gosh.
And Rolodex, so I'm doing that as well. So.
Well, congrats again. That's very exciting. So anything up and coming that you can tell us about, that you guys are working on, anything like that?
Well, we've got more roads to do. We've got the rest.
Strip looks great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
We've got the rest of Bagnell Dam Blvd that should be completed here in another 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And then we've got 2 or 3 major streets off of Bagnell Dam that we're going to be coating as well, putting surface on. I'm surprised you didn't say anything about the casinos. It was
coming up. So hey, I didn't even have to ask.
Yeah, there you go. I knew that was probably
Mayor
coming.
David Ridgley does his own interview. Okay.
Well, see, I talk a lot too, don't I?
Perfect. This is working out.
I actually watched Jeff Renetti, and I thought you didn't get many words in there either.
I didn't.
So,
I know.
He did a good job and we visit quite a bit. But really not hearing a lot on that. Mm-hmm. The private casino, I mean, I would be surprised if they don't regroup and try things a different way. And I think that could be advantageous to the city, both in tax money that would come in from that, as well as other retail opportunities that may go around it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the big, are you talking about the Indian casino or the
that would be
private one
Gary
that they
Pruitt's
want?
a private one.
Okay.
Yeah, Bally's was with them, and they tried to pass that, and it didn't pass, but they're still working on that.
And that has to get approved at the state level. Correct, before it can come in. Yeah.
Either legislatures or be voted. Mm-hmm. And they need to get a license for that. So I would be surprised if that doesn't show back up again. Osage Nation is still they're still working through the federal.
They're still in the federal level.
They're still federal level. They have to get approved there. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, it's been pretty quiet on with the city of Lake Ozark on. They're off doing their own homework and getting things done themselves, and then maybe we'll be coming back to us if they move forward.
Okay.
So
yeah, they've got a long ways to go. What about infrastructure? You know, even if let's just say the Osage Indian Casino goes in and Bally's, do you have anything or thoughts in the works? And this may be premature as you're just newly elected. So on infrastructure and traffic and how, everything would work in regards to that.
That's all being looked at, and honestly, when Gary Pruitt put in the development that he did, there were a lot of things done at that time to help prepare for what
that.
he's talking about doing and things like that. We're working with MoDOT, and then some of them are city streets too.
Okay.
But a lot of times when those development goes in, those big developments like that, they will assist financially.
Okay.
And so we'll get with engineers, but there is some work going on that right now. People looking at that and discussing that. But again, we've got a good group there. Trust them. Trust
You guys
them
really
a lot.
do.
And,
Yeah.
They do a good job.
Yeah. Well, and I think it kickstarted, years ago. I think Mayor Newberry did a great job. I think you coming in, and you just see a lot more revitalization of Lake of the Ozarks. For a little while, it was just kind of stagnant. Probably had to do some with 2008, still getting the, remnants of that and things like that. But I think you all have done a great job, and we're excited to have you in and see what happens in the next 4 years.
Well, let's just keep the movement going forward, right?
Yeah.
Mayor Newberry did an awesome job and had a lot of good ideas, and some of those we're still implementing. If you go in on the city website, you can look at, they hadn't done this, or I'm not sure if they ever did it, and a couple of years ago we projected some things we were going to do for the future. And so you can go in and see future projects and things like that, whether it's fixing up the public boat ramp or just things over the next 2 or 3 years that are going to be happening. So
Awesome. Well, I love it. Again, thanks again, and hope to see you soon. And I'm sure if you all see him out, don't be scared. Go up, give him a hug, a high five, and ask for a free bag of popcorn while you're at it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Thanks for that plug again.
Yeah.
But no, always reachable. Just email me, call me, get together, see me, please. We look forward to comment.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So,
So look forward to it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, see you soon. And thanks again, Mayor Ridgley, for joining us. And now, my second guest of the day, the one and only Denise Mayor. Denise joins us as a longtime agent of the Bruce Kelly real estate team. She's been with Jane Kelly many years as well. How long have you been selling real estate?
Almost 25 years.
Almost 25, and here I am, 25. Okay, so just when I was born. How about that?
That's what I was thinking.
Golly, in 25 years, you've seen a lot change at Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
What are some of the biggest or most notable changes or markets you've been through in 25 years?
The subprime market, that was a scary one, and then the COVID was definitely
That was a roller coaster.
different market. I mean, the appreciation that we had was amazing.
Yeah.
But
That was-
but it was time that our market actually caught up with the nation, because we've always kind of
Been lagging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would agree there. To be able to afford or to be able to purchase a home waterfront with your own private dock anywhere else in the country, I think the prices would automatically be double what we see now.
Oh, I think so.
In my opinion. So I don't know if you all remember, but the last time we had Denise on, she had a few special friends we talked about: chickens, goats, a horse. No, just teasing. How are the chickens doing?
Oh, the chickens are fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a new little surprise on the farm.
Yeah, we got little mini cow, Winnie the Mini.
Winnie the Minnie. I have not yet gotten to see
know.
Winnie, but I really want to see her.
Yeah, you have to come meet her.
Okay, I think we should do a team tour there.
There you go.
Yeah, tour the
You'll
farm.
love her. She's sweet.
She's so cute. But anyways, well, let's get into some of the stats, some of the real estate stats and what we've seen. First quarter, I know, we are heading into June, but, we only have the first quarter stats to work with. And so far, a lot of stuff, I think, maybe you would agree, is kind of, we've stayed level. We're up in some things, we're down in some things. Anything you've noticed or you've seen?
This year, as far as where we were last year, this year we've sold 221 million, and last year was 219 million. So we're up.
Yeah.
We're up with
We're up
that.
just a little bit, which is
Yeah.
nice. Average sale prices in some sectors are up, some are down. The average sale price for waterfront homes, I think, reached $881,000 in March. However, for the overall first quarter, it was down a little bit from the average sale price from last year. So that was kind of interesting. Average offshore home residence average sale price was up So that was surprising too. It was interesting to note. Anything in the luxury? I don't quite remember.
Yeah, over $1 million. Actually, we've sold 77 this year. Last year was 43.
Yeah.
But basically, the average sales price has stayed the same. It hasn't moved up or moved down. I mean, minimal, if any.
That's a significant number of units, though. You know, going from only 43 homes sold last year over $1 million to 77 in the first quarter. That's staggering. Yeah. So that probably accounts for that 881 sale price in March. But
well, I think the thing is people are having a hard time finding homes in that price range.
Yeah.
You know, that's where they start.
Yeah.
And then they have to move their price range up to really get what they want. So maybe that's why we're up,
increasing. Well, I don't know how you feel about this, but I really feel we're in the beginning stages of seeing a lot of remodels and a lot of, I hate to say it, tear downs.
Yeah, we're seeing that for sure.
Yeah, well, the old, when they built in the 70s or 80s, they had pick of lot. So they chose, I mean, why would you actively choose to build on a terrible lot when you could build on this beautiful, flat level walkout? So the older homes are sitting on the more desirable lots. And in my opinion, we're starting to see those, get torn down, some significant remodels and stuff like that. And I think we'll see.
Yeah, I think we will too.
More and more of it.
Yeah, you see, I mean, when you drive down through Horseshoe Bend, you're seeing that, you know. You're seeing people that are actually tearing down their old houses and building new. So,
well, and that's so exciting. I know you heard a little bit about what Mayor Ridgley said, but it's a lot of new development and growth. I think they really are doing a lot of good work, not only in the city of Lake Ozarks, but the city of Osage Beach and Camdenton, and all of them. And they seem to be communicating a lot together to bring in some more attractions and things for not only the tourists, but for the year-round people that live here, to bring in good jobs for them and things like that, that's really incredible and really good to see. All right, well, enough about market stats. Let's get to it. Let's take a tour of this incredible home here in Regency Cove at Lake of the Ozarks. This property features 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 2 half baths. With almost 7,600 square feet, you really can't ask for a better residence for entertaining, guests, and lots of family fun. This well-designed estate features over 145 feet of shoreline in a large deep-water cove with incredible main channel views.
It has a 4-car garage, which is heated, circle heated driveway, and a fenced-in yard. Upon entry, you will love the vaulted ceilings with a great room that has a fireplace and a beautiful lake view. Chef's kitchen with custom cabinets, granite countertops, large pantry, and KitchenAid stainless steel appliances. It also has a breakfast nook with lake view and a hearth room with a nice cozy fireplace and easy access to the screened-in porch off of the kitchen.
There's an upstairs and downstairs laundry room, a spacious office/den, which offers built-in cabinetry and desk.
A large master bedroom with fireplace and master bathroom that has a jetted tub. On the lower level, you will find another living area with a kitchen
with a really fun poker room. There are 4 additional master suites in the lower level, each again featuring their own private bathroom, large storage areas, and a massive 3-well dock to complete this package. Make sure that you give us a call today to tour this home. It's truly one of a kind. And that's going to wrap us up. Thanks so much again for joining me on another edition of the Monthly Market Update, brought to you by MHQ, Mortgage Headquarters, fastest closings in town. I'm Jessica Bruce with the Bruce & Kelly Real Estate Team. If you'd like to tour the home that we saw today or anything else in our inventory, give us a call. Big shout out to David Ridgley, newly elected mayor of Lake Ozark, and special thanks to Denise and her clients for letting us tour this luxury multi-million-dollar home. That's going to wrap us up for today, and I will see you next time on the Monthly Market Update.